You're getting more accurate information from that than you would from me.
Yeah, it's
I
very,
wouldn't
very
remember
helpful.
all that.
So you can
The
have this back. That was
hemoglobin.
really great.
And it also has my psychiatry. If you're going to ask about the psychiatry,
Well, let's see,
okay.
because here we go. Family history of severe mental illness, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia.
So my mom has Munchausen by proxy. She has schizophrenia. She has borderline personality disorder. She's narcissistic. She's sadistic. Um, and then this is a dark secret family, and this is the one reason my extended family has been oppressing me, especially the last 4 years, because they don't like that I'm reporting publicly what's been going on. Not only what's been going on in my family, but what's been going on in my clients, my friends, who are also have abuse, have perpetual abuse going on in the. So yeah, so there was childhood. I'm a adult survivor of childhood sexual abuse and lifelong abuse,
Okay.
and they don't like that I'm posting on my YouTube channel everything. I'm not keeping any dark secret, not anymore.
And any family history of suicide attempt?
Yes,
Okay.
she attempted suicide. Um, my brother died, and then a year later, um, um, and then she's recently people have reported that they've heard from her threatening to kill herself. Yeah,
And have you ever been diagnosed with bipolar disorder or schizophrenia?
I was misdiagnosed schizophrenic in 1992.
So that was in 1992.
Yeah, there was yeah, Dr. Jacopi.
And what happened that it was
So
misdiagnosed?
because of the cannabis that I was taking at the time,
Uh-huh.
and also I was writing down. I still have a dream journal. I was writing down my dreams every night and interpreting them the next day. And I did that for 3 years. That, together with the cannabis, caused a crisis.
So I'm going to put was misdiagnosed with schizophrenia while taking cannabis.
Yeah.
Cannabis. Uh, misdiagnosed as a crisis.
Yeah. And then later, a recent psychiatrist at Kaiser told me that they do that. In order to get you help, they'll just put on a diagnosis
To help you.
to get medication for that.
Okay, so I just put that in. And ever diagnosed with other mental or psychiatric
Okay,
issues?
yeah, there's been dispute about the diagnosis. At all of you, the psychiatrist said, and then I have it all here. If I find it, but I'll tell you my version of it. I hyperverbal, talk a lot, hypersocial, hypersexual,
Okay.
and then a lot of it is trauma response to the abuse I've been getting all my life, and then um, the psychiatrist said, all of you asked, do you get depression? I said, no. So he said, you have a very rare kind of bipolar. It's not bipolar. You don't have the depressive episode, you only have the manic episode.
Right.
So he called it unipolar
Okay.
mania. The psychiatrist at Kaiser disputed that. He said, because you don't have sleep disturbances, it's not mania at all. He said that's misdiagnosed. He said it's and I have it here, the exact
Uh-huh.
thing. If I just find it here, it has it all. And then another psychiatrist at Kaiser disputed even that.
I'm gonna write that down.
And then so here the extended family, for the purpose of getting control of the trust that my mom has, have been gaslighting intentionally because I was subjected to that uh, uh, that scam, who was so mom's been gaslighting from the very beginning. I was targeted intentionally. They scammers target the vulnerable because I'm a survivor of childhood abuse, because I'm submissive, I have low boundaries. She did gaslighting for a year and a half because it's not in the penal code. You go to the cops, they say, well, that's not against the law. It's not against the penal code. They do that intentionally. And then, so even after she left, they didn't help me with the condition. They didn't help. Even after she left, they started doing, because you let her in, you're not responsible. And then they kept saying you need to see a psychiatrist. I kept sending all my psychiatrist sessions. I have a whole list of all the therapy sessions, all the psychiatrist sessions, and they kept says you need to go. Even though I've been going, I sent them the sessions, I recorded, sent it. They keep repeating. That's the definition of gaslighting. To keep telling someone there's something wrong with you, and they made false reports with those statements repeatedly in order to, because they want control of mom's inheritance that she's sending to me. Okay, so this is the entire thing. Uh, like this has everything. This whole page. It's a whole page. Has all everything on there.
So it says here previously major depressive disorder recurrent. Okay. Anxiety disorder?
Yeah, that's the latest thing.
Mood disorder.
Who's that? That's you. I think.
Yeah, that's me. Trauma and stressor related disorder. What about like something like post traumatic stress disorder?
Yeah, PTSD. Yeah, it doesn't say on there. I do have PTSD.
No, I didn't see that.
I had.
I think it turned
Yeah,
off.
yeah. That's
That's
I
another
have. Yeah,
diagnosis.
because of the she tortured us. She tortured us. That squatter tortured us, and then we even went to my mom's house to, because we were being threatened. But so they were bringing gang members in here doing drug dealing, and the cops were saying she has a right to bring them because tenant has right to bring visitors. If you don't let them in, we can arrest you. We went to mom to take refuge. Mom kicked my girlfriend out. She hit my girlfriend, and she does everything to sabotage every relationship I have because she wants me only for herself.
I'm just writing all this down.
See, it's a horrible thing, and then everywhere you say, they don't want to hear it. This isn't time and place. That's why tag.
But that's why we're going to tell them that you need a psychiatrist referral. Because
That's the psychiatrist is to give medication. That's why they insist on psychiatrist. To listen, therapist, the therapist she's been going to for 10 years says nothing we can do. All of them say there's nothing we can do. The reason they insist on psychiatrists because they want to medicate you so you don't talk. You don't tell the truth. That's not what I need. I need legal assistance because they keep saying see a psychiatrist. When I do see psychiatrists, I send them recorded sessions of psychiatrists. They don't acknowledge it. They keep repeating. So that's a legal issue. Why would someone keep, for someone who doesn't have uh, the the credentials to give diagnosis to keep insisting see a psychiatrist when I already see a psychiatrist. You understand? That's illegal. When I was giving suggestions for my client, they would say, "You're not psychiatrist, you shouldn't, it's law against you saying anything." But they keep insisting on something maliciously.
Now, it asks if you ever drank alcoholic beverages, current,
No,
former,
no,
or never.
no, I don't have any chemical issue since 1997. I don't have any desire or any issue, any substance at all. Over the counter, under the counter, smoking.
But while you were taking cannabis, it asks, was the desire at that time very persistent? Was it hard to quit? Did you have such cravings and urges? Were you unable to fulfill work, etc.?
Okay, so may I please explain?
Yes.
I began using it because not recreationally, because I was listening to Terence McKenna on the radio, who was uh, uh, suggesting it for spiritual use.
Okay.
So it wasn't the reason usually kids take it for recreational. And then I kept taking, I was brainwashed. I would listen to him every night on KPFK, and then so I started listening to him in high school, and then so I believed in that. I believed it was the right thing to do. It wasn't because I was addicted to it, my body so much, but it was I believed in it, even though it was hurting me. I kept on doing it. I was doing it daily, and I remember, and then so that's why it resulted that I yes, I strongly needed to use it because I believed in it.
Yes.
I was brainwashed to believe in it. I thought it's gonna save the world. Psychedelic, like Tim Leary. I thought it was gonna. They called him like the new generation's Tim Leary, and I believed it's gonna save the world.
Okay.
So.
And then, now, when you were at all of you, was that a psychiatric admission? Or have you never
No,
had to be
no,
admitted?
no. It was I went to see a psychiatrist, and that's what was
But
available.
It wasn't a hospital admission.
No, no.
Okay. Now, so I'm putting, because in this that we looked at, it showed the diagnosis in the past of the depression. When originally diagnosed, how difficult was it for you to do your work, take care of things at home, or get along with people?
So ask again.
So when you were originally diagnosed, how difficult was it for you to do your work, take care of things at home, or get along with people? The answers that it gives is not difficult at all.
No. When I was originally diagnosed, I was first.
Depression.
Okay, so that diagnosis, I'm not sure why they put depression, because I always said it's not depression. I don't know why she put that.
Okay.
It wasn't depression. Because I told them I cry, but it only lasts few seconds and it goes away. And all of them have told me that's not depression. Depression lasts. So I'm not sure why that particular diagnosis is. There's been so much discussion about it. Maybe it says on that one.
Were you on antidepressant medication at that time?
I haven't been on medication since before COVID.
No, but were you? That's what it's
At the time of the diagnosis, that was Kaiser. That was a few months ago. No, I wasn't. That particular diagnosis, that was just a few months ago.
Now, over the last 2 weeks, how often have you been bothered by any of the following problems? And the answers include not at all, several days, more than half the days, or nearly every day. Little pleasure or interest in doing things.
Not at all.
Feeling down, depressed, or hopeless.
Rarely.
Trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or sleeping too much.
Not at all.
Feeling tired or having little energy.
Uh, what's the third one?
Uh,
Not at all.
Not at all, several days, more than half the days.
Several days. Several days.
Poor appetite or overeating.
Not at all.
Feeling bad about yourself, feeling that you're a failure, or feeling that you've let yourself or your family down.
It's not at all. Several days. What's the next one now?
More than half of the
More
days.
than
Okay. Trouble concentrating on such things as reading the newspaper or watching TV.
several days.
Moving or speaking so slowly that people could have noticed, or being so fidgety or restless or moving around a lot more than usual.
Several days.
Thoughts that you would be better off dead or hurting yourself in some way.
Not at all.
And so the score comes out to 6, which is mild depression.
Okay, so because of the one that I said, yeah, I think it's because of that. And so then that's because of the crisis, and they compound it. The crisis I'm having, they're causing it intentionally to make it like that so that they can make the point. I just got it. They cause the mental disorder intentionally to say you have mental disorder. We don't. You shouldn't be. It's not responsible to take control of that. We should take control of it. I just realized that how that they come to that conclusion.